Hey guys, I was wondering if that was ever going to quit or not. We got to do a quick radio check. Check, check, check. See if everybody can hear me. I hope you can. I hope the audio is loud enough. If you can't, just give me a no and I would appreciate it. I got a good show today planned. Put some thought into it. Trying to get better content for everybody. We had fun last week guessing knives. I don't know how much of a delay there is. Seems like it's a little bit laggy today compared to usual. Going to wait for a few more people to come in and then we'll start goofing off with seeing how sharp these knives are today. And so what do you guys think of the new background? Got some stuff up there. That's actually my case knife collection there in the background. I've been collecting those for about 10 years. I don't have a lot of them, but mostly Texas toothpicks for the most part. Can you guys hear me okay? I don't know that I'm even streaming at this point. I guess I could go to my channel and check. Let's see if I am streaming or not. Hope I am. Nobody's saying anything. Well, I am there. Loud and clear. Cool. I'm going to talk that off because I get an echo. Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate it. I was beginning to get nervous there. So Zach had a good show. Kept guessing too low. I forgot. I didn't pay attention. I was trying to set everything up, so I kind of was screwing up and guessing out of the range. So that's my bad. But that's all right. We've got a fun one planned today. And let's see here. I'm going to add that. We've got 10 knives we're going to look at the sharpness of. And then once we do that, we're going to take two tests or two readings on the knife each time. And my plan was, if I can find it here, I meant to get that out earlier. For the second one, we're going to strop it just to see on the test. Or if we are getting good results, then we're not going to, but we're going to see if it makes a significant change or not. I like that. Yeah, he makes it hard on himself. I'm going to use the StreamYard comment picker because it just seems like it's an easier way to go all the way around for everybody. And it's clear cut, and I think it's pretty fair, so I think that's the way to go. And that's what my plan is. As soon as I get to 1,000, it seems like I'm never going to get there. I made some good headway this week, and then every damn time I turn around, it's gone. I don't know if YouTube takes them back away from me because people just come and, subscribe without watching a video or what. I've heard rumors of that, but, who knows what they're doing. And I'm trying to promote my Parkinson's channel, and I'm trying to do it through their program, and they're making me jump through all kind of hoops, send my driver's license in and do all kind of crap. So that's, they said they let me know in a day or two. And they said, well, they could evaluate my channel, but that could take up to 3 months. But I've only got 2 posts over there and only 3 subscribers, and I'm one of them. So it's kind of confusing. Kaleidoscope, man, good to see you. Okay, I appreciate that, though. If you can only listen, that's better than nothing, man. I really do appreciate that. I'll try to be conclusive on what knives I'm testing so you'll know what's going on so you don't feel left out. But I appreciate you coming in and letting us know what you're doing. It means a lot to me. So what I've got is I picked 10 knives, and I went with pretty high-end knives. The price ranges run from $125 to the most expensive is $400. So I've got about $1,575 worth of knives here on the table. And I haven't even been doing this collecting for just about a year. And I'm going to have to taper back, folks, because I'm broke. I have bought more knives. I did this with guns one year. I got where I was buying about one a week. And it gets expensive. So I think this would be a fun little competition to see which ones are really sharp out of the box. And then if we have to strop one that fails extremely bad or something like that, we'll do that. Jim, let's see, OCD EDC used one of these edge testers. He has a round cylinder with a slot. Yeah, I have that too. But to be honest with you, I think that getting that thing straight, Kaleidoscope, is a pain in the ass in terms of I don't think you're going to get the same tension that you get with these that are done in a factory. They're preset. It's more expensive to do it this way, but I feel like you get a better test all the way around. So I'm going to stick with it. And I'm still trying to get my guy to get that dang Rockwell tester going and get it put into service so we can start using it. Let's see. Knife's Edge, man. Good to see you. I appreciate you stopping by, man. It really means a lot to me for you guys to come over and spend a little time with me. So I'm not going to hold you guys up. I'm going to start doing a few tests here. And the first one is going to be the Kaiser Beyond. And this is a relatively new knife to my collection. Let's see what camera angle I got you guys on. I'm going to put this into picture-in-picture. That should be a little bit better for y'all. And we'll hide that so we got a little bit more real estate. So at any rate, this one's relatively new to me. We're going to set this thing up and see if we can do it fair and honest. Needs, keeps talking about how this thing can be manipulated. I agree with him. But I'm going to do my best to do it the correct way. So here we go, guys. What do y'all think? .210 is the first reading on that one. So we got .210. I think we're going to put the strop on that because I think it could be a little bit better score than .210. Oh, that's a sharp knife. That shows us utility razor blade. So that's pretty sharp. I don't profess to be good at this stropping, guys. But I'm just curious to see if we can get something a little bit better by doing this. I think the smooth side really helps, and I've got some compound on both of these for each desired one, that it's supposed to have. We'll give it a little wipe off. I got a sick little dog next to me. I don't know. He went to the groomers, and he came back not being a happy camper, and I'm suspecting he's got a bruised or broke rib. I'm thinking he came off the table. I can't prove that. He can't tell me, but he's being very ginger. So let's tear this one out. Do you think we'll get a little better reading, guys? Let's see. Well, I've got to tear it out again. There we go. That was a little worse. So I may have got that in a different spot. 291. So that's not too good. We got the Vosti Chaos coming up next, which is one of my favorites. I just love the design on it. I think it's a cool ass knife. I like that Tester Dugan. I have been considering about, I started doing my kitchen knives and I said, there's got to be a way. And I didn't even know this thing existed until I started looking into it. And I said, if I'm going to spend the time to learn how to sharpen a knife, I got to have a way to be able to govern what I'm doing if I'm making any progress. So I bought one of those roller sharpeners for the kitchen knives, and it tells me if I'm getting a good job done or not, It's hard to say. All right, here goes the chaos. I don't think I'm lined up good here. Let me fix this. It's a little wonky if you ask me. I'm trying to get them in the same place where I just have the edge right here on the end. That's pretty darn good. 173. 173. I'm not even going to strop that one. That one gets just run through the second time. Because right now it's in the lead. Yeah, these silly things, these little tab things are about 20 cents a piece. But I feel like you get a much better reading. I don't like the round thing. I tried putting a weight on it and pulling it down the same each time and all that good stuff. I guess what would make a good video is comparing knives being done on it and then being done with these clips. Yeah, that's a sharp knife. 181. So we got 173 and 181, which puts that in between double-edged razor blade and a utility razor blade. I like that. He ran out of hair on his arm. Well, you could always use your back, right? Get somebody to do it for you. Kidding, of course. All right, what we got? Oh, we got the Microtech SOCOM next. And you guys see, I did my homework for a change. I'm a little bit better prepared. I hope you noticed that and give me a little credit for that. Because usually I'm not as prepared as this. And how's the microphone? If you give me some feedback on that, I think I got the bugs worked out on that, so I get rid of that boom mic and I can see the screen much better. So that makes things nicer. All right, so we got the old Microtech here. If I remember correctly, it's got serrated blade on it too. By the way, I went to the range this morning and shot my bench rest rifle for the first time in about a year since I've gotten the diagnosis on Parkinson's. And you guys may not even care about this, but the best you can shoot is a 250. And of course, the more X's you get, the better. And I was averaging about 9 or 10 X's per card. And I was shooting 241 or better. I think that's pretty good. I haven't done that in a long time. Looks good, Dugan. I've been trying to defer things. Well, I covered it up on my live, the last one yesterday morning. I understand. It's not fun. Getting old's not for sissies in my case. All right, so we have one in here. This one's going to be a little bit, I'm going to put it just in front of the serrations just to see what we get here. My experience with Microtech has been that they're not the sharpest knives out of the box. So this one's not faring well either. I mean, it's a sharp knife, don't get me wrong. 256 is nothing to sneeze at. But, you know, what can I say? So what do you guys think I need to do? I need your opinion on something. I've been lagging on my videos. I did get a bunch of shorts done, but I'm not picking up any subscribers. I've stalled at 800, and it just doesn't seem like I'm getting any headway. What am I doing wrong? Any suggestions? I would appreciate it. These lives actually do pretty well after the fact. And StreamYard's now put into their software AI where they will make shorts from your lives, and that way you can promote them. So I'm going to work on doing some of that. But I'm struggling, guys. I want to get the channel to 1,000 so I can do a little bit more things for y'all. It's not about the money for me. It's more about the community. And if I can't make it to the range, maybe I can make it over here at the camera table. And you're seeing pretty much my whole setup now because I was trying to keep everything tight. It was just too compact. I don't think the cameras were cooperating very well. So I just said the heck with it. Take your shit off more and let's see. You probably did better with Parkinson's than I did with Parkinson's at 35. Oh, so you had early onset. Well, it's nice to be able to relate to somebody because, and guys, if you get bored with this, I'm sorry, but I haven't met somebody else online to speak with about this. Early onset seems to be what the medical community concentrates on. I'm 65 this month coming up, May. And it's just not a lot said about us. The neurologist was like, you know, you average lifespan 17 years after diagnosis, and you probably won't live that long anyway, blah, blah, blah. But, man, if you get a chance, the Night's Edge, I'd love, if you can DM me on Instagram, that would be great. I'd love to talk to you on the phone. And my heart's out to you, man. It's not for sissies, I can tell you that. It's absolutely not for sissies. All right. Let's go back here to some fun and think about something else because my Parkinson's kicked my ass this week. I can't get comfortable for nothing. I'm in constant pain. All right. Trying to keep from shaking too. That's not a fair one. That's got an issue. I was not rocking it correctly. You know, these guys, these Microtechs are not that sharp out of the box, in my opinion. For whatever it's worth, 277 is what the number was on that. So far, that one's not faring well. All right. Let's see here. I was saying that you are probably did better having Parkinson's than I did without Parkinson's. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, my bad. I read that wrong. Well, you gave me a little glimmer of hope there for a second that I knew somebody else that had it. I haven't actually met anybody else with it. I had a friend of mine for a long time. I'll tell you all a quick story. It's story time. I had a good friend of mine that owned a locksmith shop here in town, and he had bad Parkinson's. If you went behind the counter to see him, you better stay clear because he's going to kick the shit out of you at some point. I mean, he's just constantly flailing and moving. He would lose so much weight during the day, they would give him IV at night to get his calorie count in. Long story short, he lived a long time, like into his 70s. And he bought a new house up the street from the house that he had. And he decided to move. And he had a machine shop. So he had a kid in the neighborhood pulling a trailer with a lawnmower. and moving his stuff across to the other house. Well, lo and behold, he fell off the back of the trailer, and the Bridgeport, which is a huge drill press, fell over and hit him in the face. Didn't kill him, but he wound up in the hospital and he was dying. They told him he was going to die very shortly. He called in all of his buddies and got some bourbon, and we all toasted and drank with him, and then he passed away the next morning. I thought it'd be an interesting story. All right, what's the next knife? This is the Giant Mouse Bianco, Bianco, something like that. This knife reminds me of the style of the Tempest knives and some of the others. The Kubi I got in here too, I think, is like this shape. I think this blade shape's real popular with everybody right now. I work with a guy that has had Parkinson's for 5 years. He's 65 and about to retire. And he would have bad days. Overall, he does pretty good. Yeah, it's the struggle. Michael J. Fox, I've been doing a little research on him, and the head swaying that he does is a side effect of the medication for the dopamine. That's not his Parkinson's. The other part is, but the swaying, the real big swaying, is medication related. I mean, as you can see, my hand's pretty steady, but you can see the tremor in it in the left hand. All right, let's see here. Giant Mouse, what do you think, guys? Is this one going to kick ass, or is it going to be slow? We don't have a lot of people in here today. I'm a little sad. Maybe I'll get some views on the after effect. I don't like the way this is lined up either. Let's get it adjusted. All right. Giant Mouse. Ooh. 143. I think that's the best so far. Yep. I think that's winner chicken dinner there. I don't know if anything's going to be able to beat that. That makes that as sharp as a double-edged razor almost. No, actually it is. Well, it's a little out of range for that, but close enough, right? I don't want to get cut by it. Probably wind up getting cut by it by some point. I doubt that. I doubt that. Hey, but it's all good. If I can play with my toys in retirement, it'd be great. I had to file for my Medicare, and I'm still working. I'm still consulting in a kind of a way, and I was on the company insurance, and of course, as soon as they catch wind you got Medicare, they're going to drop you. But it turns out, with the supplemental, which I'm blessed to be able to afford, I got a couple, I got a B and a C and an N and dental and prescription card, whatever. I got all the crap. Out of pocket per year, it's going to save me about $7,000 or $8,000 a year, which is a lot of damn money. Where's Betty and everybody at? Where's all my regulars? Where's Gons and all the guys? Is there another live stream I don't know about going on? I watched Zach until the end. I saw his giveaway. What's going on with everybody? I'm missing all my peeps. Feel like I'm talking to myself, except for I do appreciate the guys that are in here, especially the nice Ed. She's talking to me. I live more life at 35 than I have at 65. I have 2 awesome kids and a great family. Well, that's good. Family's everything. I got a shitty daughter right now, and I got 9 grandkids. My son's got 3, and she's got 5. And when I pick up the extra one there's a neighborhood girl that my daughter pretty much raised. But anyway, I'm not getting all that. We all have issues, family stuff, right? All right, giant mouse. Well, I didn't do that correctly. All right. Well, this thing's a sensitive little scale. $177. Pretty sharp. That's a pretty sharp knife all the way around. I had to count to make sure I had enough of these little clips. My wife may come home anytime now from taking care of my dad. So if the dogs go nuts, I'm sorry. Hey, man, I'm glad you showed up. I was going to cry. Gons, I'm glad you're here now. I was just talking about you guys. Wonder where in the hell y'all were at. I was going to cry. Nobody loves me anymore. We're not very far into this, so you didn't miss a lot. We're going to kind of recap here if you guys don't mind. We've tested so far almost half of the table here. I don't have a calculator with me right handy. I need to go grab one. But it looks like right now, I don't want to make any marks on the paper, but the 143 by the giant mouse, and when you average it with the 177, I think it's going to be the winner of these at this point. So we're going to keep moving on. Let's see what the next one, the drop. I forgot what the G stands for, but something nurse. This is a cool knife. G-Ball had this knife on, and I had to go on a search for it. I think I picked this up on eBay. I got $180 in it, but I thought it was a pretty cool knife. It's a frame lock. I mean, it's pretty sweet. Heavy knife. All right. All right. G-Ball better get coming too. Well, I appreciate everybody that's coming in. I really do. All right. Let's see what this one does. Any wagers? Let's see if any of you guys can guess. Where do you think this is going to land? Come on now. I know you guys can guess. Y'all are guessing enough numbers over on the other live stream. Y'all were shooting off numbers like they were fireworks. And I kept screwing up and getting out of the range. Nobody's going to guess? Or has I got that much lag going on? Let's see. Those were random. Oh, shit. It's jumping now. I'm telling you, if you start doing the live stream shirtless, you'll get more monetization. Yeah, well, I'd have to wear a bra. 78. There's no way it's going to be 78 Gons. 117? No way. Hey, man, 157? I think you could be right on that one. Let's see. Let's find out. I think it's going to be around 200. That's where I think it's going to be. $178. So let's write that down. 178. I might start wearing a sweatshirt. I've got this dang thing at 74 degrees and I'm freezing my ass off. My wife gets home, she'll put it at 72. Todd, are you here? Yeah, hey, Mr. Carr, how are you? I appreciate you stopping in. We're doing a little knife testing today. See how sharp these are out of the box. None of these blades have been sharpened as far as they're all out of the box. I probably never will sharpen them. I got a couple surprise knives in here too. And again, I went through the whole thing. We're going from about $125 up to $400 on knives. Mr. Letterman, thank you for showing up, man. I appreciate it. I was beginning to cry. Let's see. My house is 67 year round. Do you have to run the AC and the heat, or is that what your general temperature usually is? All right. Let's see what the second number is going to be. Feel like I'm doing that one wrong. No, that's pretty good. 160. Pretty consistent. And again, that was the drop, something nurse. I didn't write it all down. Next one's going to be the Concept Spirit. I bought this knife just because I liked it. It's a chunky monkey though, but it flips really nice. And it's really going to shut really nice. Yep, that's it, Gons. You're right. Man, you guys are sharp. Y'all know your shit about these knives. I don't know nothing. I'm sitting here winging it. You think 190, 186 on this one? Do you have any of that that's sharpened at the same angle? I don't know. All right, let's see what we got here. Got to change the blade. Not the blade, but the clip. These things are getting out of wonk. All right, you got your guesses in. 186, 191, 202. Brand new American, how are you? Good to see you. I appreciate you coming in. I think I missed somebody. Things are going by pretty quick now. All right. Trying to get everything in the same perspective. All right, here we go. $177. Let's see who had 186, 191, 202. So I think the 186 was the closest by Gons. Looks like to me. 177. All right. 177. Which knife do you think is going to win? We got the that mini I can't pronounce that word. Katana, Katana. Then we got the Kubi Titleist, the Reich CyberX or Cybertrex-B, and the Spyderco. All right, we got to change that one. I like to use my neighbor's cat hair for testing. She keeps wandering. That's hilarious. Why her? I'm not going to say that part, but that's hilarious. That's funny as shit. Hey, man, thinks the Spyderco is going. Oh, man, everybody's saying Spyderco. I'm not a big fan of Spyderco. It's a design issue for me. I just don't like the way they look. And this is a honking knife. I can't flip it worth a crap. I got it hung up just then. Of course, I had to buy the biggest damn knife. I have some others. I have 3 so far. And let's see, I think I got this one on eBay, and I don't know if I got a deal or not. You guys can tell me. I got $100 in this knife. And I'm sure you guys already know what it is. But I think it's a pretty Pretty big damn knife. I do like the flipper hole. I think, what do they call that? There's a name for it, I guess. All right, back to this one, the concept. Is this the concept? Yep. Spirit. All right, let's see what we got here. Get in the slot. It's a thick boy and doesn't want to go in there. That's not fair. All right, we got the tear. Boy, that ain't lined up for shit. Either I can't see, or I don't have a clue what I'm doing. Probably a little bit of both. All right. Where's Betty at? Is she okay, guys? Have you seen her on any of the streams today? I saw her last night, but I haven't seen her today anywhere. I didn't hang out on Coles too long. And that's pretty damn consistent. 176. You can't ask for much better than that. So far, this one's been the most consistent, but the best number we've had so far is the 143 from the Giant Mouse. But they're all sharp knives out of the box. Yeah, I saw Blade Walker earlier. I was wondering about him. Something about, I think he said he was going to go cut his grass on one of the streams I saw, or maybe I mistaked him for somebody else. I don't remember. I kind of worry about you guys. All right, so we got the Mini Catanto, I guess is the way you say that. Now, I bought this one, and you guys are going to laugh, but KC had this on Knives Fast. I just like the look of it, is why I bought it. You know, I'm not a steel guy. Again, no pun intended, because that's what I do for a living, but just nicked my little thing. But I just like the aesthetics of it. It's about what did I pay for this knife? I don't even know. Whoo! $230. I got to stop buying knives. But the flip is awesome on it. And, of course, I need the flipper because of my arthritis and my other deal. But you see it closes really nice. I like the blade shape. Like everything about the knife. I'm going to be real curious to see what it does in terms of sharpness. You guys got any opinions on what it is? Blade Walker said he is starting to run a fever and needs to... Oh, shit. Well, I hope he's got nothing serious going on. That's scary shit. Especially, now he's the one that had the transplants, right? Really need to take the humor out of the tester. Yeah, exactly. I agree, Todd. That's a good statement. I don't know how you do that. I bought this. I don't think you guys were in here earlier, but I was sharpening kitchen knives with that roller deal. And I said, you know, I'm sitting here sharpening. Yeah, I can tell it's sharper, but I want to see how sharp I got it. And to be honest with you, I haven't mastered that thing yet. I think you got to sit there forever because I've done my big chef's knife 2 times now, and it really isn't much better. I mean, on the readings I'm getting on it on this are not very good, just to say, you know, the least. All right. And it sounds like you're giving away a lot of stuff, too. Who's giving away a lot of stuff? I say if it cuts your arm hair, it's good. I agree. Dugan, I've got to make some videos for the week, but I'm going to stay lurking. All right, Knife's Edge. I appreciate you stopping in, man. I got to do the same thing. I think that's why I can't get my damn channel to go any further than it has. I've gotten lax on making not enough videos. All right, let's see what this one does. Dang, that's pretty sharp too. 172. 172. These things are all pretty sharp out of the box, to say the least. I should have put a junk knife in here. Maybe that's what we'll do. I got to buy more of these clips. We'll do a bunch of junky knives. All my cheap shit that I got. Not knockoffs, but brand name cheap shit. That'll make a good video. Yeah, sure. Gons, whatever you think. Todd is all over the place doing that. Of course, I have no objection to that. That is not a problem, man. You didn't even have to ask. That's not even a question, dude. He's one of the top guys. Yeah, I'd love to have him moderate. That would be awesome. You know, I've been fortunate. Unless you guys seen somebody stroll in here that's really giving me a bunch of shit that I haven't seen, I haven't had a bad person on here yet. Now, in my vertical live stream from the range last week, I had a guy in there I thought was yanking my chain, but he turned out to be a decent young man. You know, the, what is that sharpener? Gods, I'll have to get it out for the next video, but, you know, it's the round canister thing. Needs had some things on it, and he's done on his channel. A little guy over there, I think he's got a broke rib or busted rib. I think the groomer screwed him up, to be honest with you. He's not a happy camper. I had to get him up. All right, here we go. Dang, these are pretty consistent. I think the tester is showing you guys that it's actually, I mean, these scores are pretty damn close. I mean, the biggest discrepancy we've had here is this one and that one. But the rest of them, standard deviation in my world, because I'm in the gun world, is pretty damn good. I shoot 50 rounds, and my standard deviation on the rifle shooting 22s today was less than 7. That's pretty damn good, feet per second. You know, that's the world I live in mostly. I'm still trying to figure out how to bring some content on here with the guns without touching them. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Well, Gons, give him the wrench, man. Give Ty the wrench. You've got the power. I gave you the power. You want me to do it? Because I can do it. Let's see here. See if I can figure it out. You've got the power. And like I said, you're more than welcome to give him the wrench, but I'll get over here and do it if you want me to. Where's he at here? Turn down this other volume. Where's Todd at? There he is. I don't want to accidentally delete him or something by accident. Add as moderator. There we go. All right, man, you should have a wrench. And I appreciate you doing it because that means a lot to me, especially you guys that are veterans. Show me your wrench, Todd. I thought I gave Gons the authority, but there you go. You got your wrench, buddy. And again, it's an honor for me just to have you guys even ask. This is the Kubi that I put up against the Tempest in a little video I did earlier in, I think, last week. That hasn't had much traction, but I think it's an interesting video. All right, this is the Kubi. Ooh, not too good. I mean, it's good, but not compared to these other ones. 225. That kind of surprises me a little bit. I think we're going to strop that one. I think that, I don't know what's going on with that. You guys can tell me if I'm doing this wrong or not. I'm sure that I probably am. I get confused and go the wrong direction sometimes. It doesn't take much for me to get confused. My technique isn't all that either. Knees would probably be all over my ass. You guys think it's going to be any better? I think it might. The wrench by their name should be dependent on their ability to defend it. That's hilarious. Dugan, stuffing things, which rolling sharpen and so I got to be right over here somewhere. I'm trying to see. I don't have it handy. Shit, that's a bunch of red dots. This is mostly gun stuff down here. You know, the one that's got the diamond stuff on one side, and then you knock the burr off with the other side. Knees had it on his channel a long while back. All right, let's see here. You guys still think the Spyderco is going to win, I think, right? Is that the general consensus? All right, let's see what we got here again. This is the Kubi. $213. So I think it improved it by stropping it. Not by much, though. I wouldn't say it was because of that the score really changed much. It could have been just the knife itself. This one didn't want to go in. All right. By the way, this magnet I've got on this does not come on the bottom of this. So this thing was floating everywhere, and I thought to myself, well, that's stupid. It needs to stay in place. So I added the magnet to the bottom of this just to, that's a pro tip. Yeah, right? It's not a pro tip, it's my tip. $195. Which one are you thinking of? If the Spyderco is, I don't know what the steel is. Let me see if I can see it. I can't see it. It's on there, but I just can't read it. I don't know if I can get it close enough for you guys to read or not. This camera does better with close-ups. I don't know if you guys can read that or not. I can't see it. And I'm shaking this. I see the MOV on the back end, but I can't read the front part. Can y'all see it okay? Alright, that's the $100 one I picked up on eBay. Alright, so that takes care of Mr. Kubi. Look what I got next, guys. The Cybertrex. Is that how you say it? Reich. This one should be interesting. I'm looking forward to doing this one. This one I've been looking forward to doing. I am less of a... I have a Work Sharp over here, and I've used once, and I don't have the hang of it yet. I need to get back to that. I need to do some practicing on that. I keep thinking I'm going to retire at some point and have some extra time. All right. What do you guys think this puppy's going to do? The wicked, wicked knife this is. I still think this is one of the cleanest knives I've ever seen. And man, I'm about to cut myself with this damn thing. I do better flipping it, getting my finger up underneath with my front finger and not trying to use the second finger, because about every time I do that, I try to cut myself. 146. Kaleidoscope's got 146. Who else is in for it? You got 165. Kaleidoscope. Heyman's got 146. Just need to pull the trigger on and adjust the work. Yeah. Is Betty here? I've been asking about you. I was worried about you, Betty. I'm glad you're here. All right, let's see what we got here. See if we can get something here. I struggle with that one. I'm going to give that one a do-over. I think that was me. Yeah, definitely me. That one gets a do-over. All right, I screwed that one up. That's what I thought. 186. So we got 186 on the Cybertrex B. And we'll get another number here. So far, and I'm going to get my calculator, and then we're going to take the average, because I don't believe in just using one number to make a decision. All right. Got enough clips. I counted them out to make sure before I started this experiment. Okay. All right. Everybody ready? Hmm. 201. Still pretty consistent. Now everybody's favorite. Everybody thinks that the Spyderco is going to whip ass. And maybe you guys are right. It's a beast. She is pretty. She is bold. That's my first Spyderco. Why I bought this big honker, I'm not sure. I didn't know anything about it. I saw it on eBay for $100, and I said, well, I can afford that. Let's try that knife. So I just went ahead and bought it. So we're going to see if you guys are right. If this puppy is going to cut. Got to reload. And then we'll go over the averages and then come up with a winner. First, second, third place anyway. Actually, we'll know what they all are. All right, I want to give this as fair a shot as I can. I'm going to take a towel here. And all right, tear it out. Well, shit. Sorry about that. Dang, that ain't good. Screwed everything up. Sorry, guys. I'm an idiot. All right. Probably never seen that before, have you? Ooh, you guys may be right. You guys are pretty smart. 137. So far, that's the lowest number we've gotten. You guys are some smart folks. Son of a gun. Y'all, no wonder the Spydercos are so much liked. I just had an aesthetics problem with them, but I'm going to change my mind here. Say that baby's sharp. All right, I'm curious to see what we get on this now. Then I'll go grab the calculator and be right back. Holy crap, Batman. Alright, I'm going to give it to you guys. Y'all are smart people. I'm an idiot. I'm not an idiot, but I didn't think that was going to be anywhere close. 125. That gets 3 lines because that's the best we've gotten yet. Let me get my calculator and we'll see who won and came in second and third. Hey, little guy, y'all want to come here, buddy? My little guy is hurting. Hope he doesn't yell. This is Chip. Y'all remember Chipper? Let me see here. Y'all remember my buddy? He's not feeling well. He has got a bruised rib or something. I don't know what's wrong with him. He's just shaking like a leaf. I'm going to take him back to the vet in the morning. She's already taken him once and said they couldn't find anything wrong with him. I'm worried to death about him. You know, your animals, you try to do the best for them as you can. Let me get the calculator. Now that I'm wired, you guys can hear me. My fat ass going across the garage and grabbing it. Yep, there's your mom. You better go see her. Go look for her. She's coming in the door. Excuse the dogs barking, guys. They're going to go nuts here when mom gets home. I'm sure that happens at y'all's house too with your animals. Okay. I apologize again for him barking. I am stropping belt and run around the edge. I mean, pat, it should be enough. Yep, I think I agree with that. I know about stropping before running. Buddy. Oh, you like the new background? I do too. It's I'm gonna use it on my Parkinson's channel too. This, you know, the guns. These knives in the back are actually my real collection. All that stuff's real back there. Somewhere in the house, although it's a green screen, it's still real stuff on the shelves. All right. So we got 210 plus 291 equals divided by 2 equals. So that equals 250 for an average. So we're going to do this one next. 173 plus 181 equals divided by 2. So this one averaged 177. And then I'll come back and tell you which ones are which. I don't know if you guys can read this paper or not. 256 plus 277 equals divided by 2. This one is 266. I still use a buddy's belt to sharpen my knives. Hey, Dugan, just had company. Oh, well, I'm glad you're doing all right, Betty. I was concerned about you. All dogs love moms. Yeah, he loves his mom, and he's hurting, so I'll be glad when we get him to the vet tomorrow again. Get him looked at. Whoops, did my math wrong here. 143 plus 177 equals divided by 2. 160 for an average. I'm going to put up here AVG so we know that's the average. All right, we got 178 plus 160 equals divided by 2. I guess you guys are tired of hearing me do the math out loud. I confused myself otherwise. 177 plus, this one's, I don't even know why I'm dividing this. I mean, I knew that was going to be somewhere around there. So that, I don't even know what to give that as an average. This one too, I mean, we're going to call it 172. And then this one is 225 plus 213 equals divided by 2. 219. And this one is 102 plus 186 equals divided by 2. 193. She's unloading the car and he's having a conniption. Although he'd be a lot more fussier if he was feeling better. Hope all you guys are having a super day, by the way, if I hadn't already said that. I'm going to take a sip here. I'm drinking, they had Snapple on sale, and I hadn't had that in years. Been sitting here with my 2-year-old. Finally got him to sleep. Almost dropped him. That's not good. I would fall asleep with him would be my deal. Past the higher numbers. One's ceramic rod. Okay. So let's see. What's the lowest number here? There's no way that's that. I screwed that up. That's not right. Well, I don't know what I was smoking there. 137 plus 125 equals divided by 2. I was going to say, I'm an idiot. All right. So this one's the winner. And you guys, kudos to all of y'all. Because every dang one of you got it right. Said the Spyderco would pull out and win. And it didn't win by a little. It kicked everybody's ass at 131. So that gets a 1 by it. So the next number lowest looks like this 160. So that's the giant mouse will get second place. 169 would be the next one, which would be the drop, something nurse. And let's see, 169. Then we go up to 172. Be 4 on the nope, the mini Katato, however you say that. That's the one that was on KC's channel that made me decide to buy it. Yeah, I got to stop watching these knife channels because they possess me to spend money on knives. All right, so that was number 4, 72. So 77 would be number 5, which would be the Vosti Chaos. So we got 79, 77. So I guess the next one would be 193, which would be number 6. I may have screwed these up. Hopefully not. 119 to 250 looks like the next one. Nope, 219. So that's going to be the Kubi. And then from the 219 we go to 250, which would be number 8. I screwed something up here maybe. This will be number 9. What did I do here with this one? I left one out, but it doesn't matter. Y'all were right. The Spyderco won. Son of a gun. So what we'll have to do is do the cheap knives. None of the knockoffs, but just inexpensive knives. Hang on, guys. Sorry, guys. We were discussing how he's hurting. I appreciate y'all's patience. So anyway, I hope this was a fun experiment for everybody. I don't know that it was or wasn't. It was for me. I enjoyed doing it for y'all. I I'm trying to learn more about these knives, and y'all taught me today not to underestimate the Spyderco. So I got to rethink my thoughts on that. So why is it they don't? I think from what I understand, from what I've learned, they don't usually put a sharpening choil in. Is there any reason for that? I wonder what the story is on that. Can y'all fill me in? Because I thought about cutting one into it, but I'm probably not going to sharpen this, so it doesn't matter. But I do like this knife. I mean, it's big. If I was going to use this, this would be something that if I was a camper or did anything work-wise or anything else, I'd probably, I'm saying that now after I said I don't like them, but this is a good knife. And like I said, I picked it up for $100 on eBay. I don't know what they normally sell for. You guys can probably enlighten me on that and let me know. So out of these, do y'all have any favorites other than the Spyderco? Which one do you guys think is something you would want to pick up or you already have? Or do you have any of these, I guess would be the question. Oh, okay. And I hope I'm saying your name right. Is it Robo? Is the way I would pronounce it. Todd, does this have anything to do with Spyderco having lower factory angles than most knives? Good question. Okay, so you got the tiniest. Which one is that you're talking? What are you talking about? Gons? My Journey, welcome. I don't think I've seen you in here before. I appreciate you stopping by. Like RoboCop. Okay. I just didn't want to pronounce it wrong, man. My ability to comprehend and do that's a little lacking. I can bring the numbers in a little bit if you guys want to see them a little bit better. Of course, my picture's right there. So I was telling people earlier I had a good range day, so another good Sunday, and that's a big part of you guys getting ready. I rested up. I didn't take a nap, but I lay down for about 30, 40 minutes before I came in here, and it makes a big difference. And getting ready for you guys is a big part of my Sunday, and I enjoy it so much. What would you guys like to see? I'd be glad to do. I want to do some pew-pew stuff. I'm trying to figure out how to put up a slideshow or do something like that. I want to talk about some gear. I don't know what the policies are for handling pieces or parts like a red dot or a scope or something like that. I don't see how that could be a problem. But I don't know that I want to test that water and get shut down again for a week or two. I don't think it's worth it. Oh, goodness. But I appreciate you guys more than you know. I keep saying that, but it's the truth. Tell me anything I need to do different or try to change to get my channel to grow, because, like I said, I've been sitting around 815 or so for, seems like forever. And I need to figure out a way to do that a little bit better. I like to get to 1,000. I really need to do that. It seems like I just can't get there. And I'm watching all these other channels really grow. Cole is just taking off. So is G-Ball. But, I mean, they're putting the work in. So, I mean, I don't begrudge them any of that because they are putting the work in. So they do a damn good job. I hurt, dude. Really, really hurt. What are you guys talking about? I don't know what y'all are talking about. Congratulations, brother. Afternoon. I've lost track. Kaleidoscope knives. Yes, I have things thinner. But Whoops, I'm covering stuff up right and left. Okay. So what about the sharpening choil? Why doesn't it have a sharpening choil when most of these other knives, well, I'm not going to say most, but a lot of them, I mean, this really doesn't even have one because the plunge grind is right there where the choil starts. So that one really doesn't have one. This Katanto thing, yeah, you got a little bit there, but not much. I mean, there just ain't much. Now that I'm looking at these, this one's got a pretty good one. But I guess that's something I don't even need to be worrying about because I'm not going to sharpen any of these probably. The Microtech, it's a beast. Of course, it's serrated on the edge here. I mean, that knife, it's got some move to it. Comes out with some athate. And guys, you got to love the chaos. I got nothing to say bad about the chaos. That grind, what's it called, dual grind or not dual grind? I don't know what the term is when it's got multiple grinds on it. But that choil is nice and big, and it's also a good finger choil. Have you guys, any of you picked up the Chaos? Has anybody gotten that one? You're doing another giveaway on my milestone. What's your milestone, Knight's Edge? What are you up to? What is talking about his low sub count earlier? He is like 100 or more than me. Well, it's low. So maybe I need to go ahead and start doing some giveaways. I think maybe next week we'll do that. If I can get to 15 people, no, make it 20. 20 people on the live stream next week, I'll put together a giveaway. I'll get it gathered up this week. And if I can get 20 people in here at one time during the live, I'm going to do a giveaway. How's that sound? That all good with you guys? So talk it up. We get 20 in here, I'll do a giveaway, and I'll make it worth their while too. I'll just say that. Be something different that most of the other guys aren't doing. Hopefully I can do it without violating any of the YouTube policies, but we shall see, right? Betty says sounds good. Journey says good. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that's the thing to do. Well, I'm glad you guys liked the background. I think it turned out pretty good. I took a while to put that together. And I hope it's coming through good. Well, guys, I'm not going to keep you. I'm going to make this one short. We did everything I wanted to accomplish today. I hope I brought y'all a little bit of entertainment. That's my goal. And that's what we probably did, I hope. I get to put all these knives up. I love each and every one of them. These are my more expensive ones. I got some more expensive ones. I'm not going to say that. They're not more expensive. I just got some more higher-end knives. I didn't pull them all out. But you guys were right. The Spyderco kick butt. Kudos to all y'all that got that right. And look for a giveaway next week. We got to get 20. I'm going to make a note here. We need 20 people on the live for the giveaway. I think that's fair enough. What do you guys think about that? All right, guys. I'm going to let y'all go, and I appreciate you guys coming in. And we'll see you next week, if not sooner. Look for my verticals this week. Thanks.